Our main card in the light heavyweight division, Crescent Tools gives you our tale of the tape for Nathan Owens versus David Round.
3-inch height advantage and a 7th-inch reach advantage for Nathan Owens right there. Very big. You want to utilize that, make David Rounds pay every time he tries to get close to land those big punches. He's going to want to make sure he's popping that jab.
The Welshman, David Round. This is his 4th bare-knuckle bout. He's 1-0 promotionally in BKFC. He's had 52 pro MMA fights.
52, that is a lot of times to make this walk he's doing right now, Sean. So you get more comfortable, you get more relaxed. That adrenaline gets a little less up each time you make that walk. So you can fight longer, you have more stamina, you have more endurance, and you're just more comfortable out there.
Outstanding BKFC debut for David Round when we were at London's Wembley Arena this past August. He defeated Ash Griffiths by way of 2nd round TKO. Round is such a nice person. He gave Griffiths a ride back to the hotel after weigh-ins. They had a very friendly conversation, then they fought the next night, and Round finished Griffiths in round 2. This is the BKFC debut and the sport of bare-knuckle fighting debut for Nathan Owens. Very successful in his pro boxing career, where he has compiled a record of 7-1-1.
7-1-1, very good record for pro boxing. However, we've seen many times, Sean, this is not pro boxing. If you think this is a boxing match without gloves, you're probably going to be in for a long night, because people get inside, they push you around, they make this a dirty fight, and it's not the same as in boxing. So hopefully this Owens has really watched and paid attention and trained differently than just thinking this is boxing without gloves.
Our 2nd time for BKFC in the United Kingdom, our debut in Newcastle, England. We send it to Jeff Houston.
Hello, 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 Newcastle! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Walker Activity Dome here in Newcastle, England. And welcome to the most exciting combat sport on planet Earth today, the official debut of BKFC UK! We are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division, presented to you by Crescent Tools. Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears green and white. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 184.3 pounds. His bare-knuckle record stands at 2 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Milford Haven, Wales, here is the Gangster Prince of Wales, David "One More Round." And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears gray. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, an even 185 pounds. He holds a pro boxing record of 7 victories opposite a single defeat, with 1 fight even, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting fighting out of Castleford, West Yorkshire, England. Here is Nathan, the Outlaw Owens. And our referee in charge of the action, Alan Jackson.
England versus Wales forthcoming in group play in the World Cup. England versus Wales here in BKFC. The Englishman Nathan Owens is in the gray trunks. The Welshman David Round is in the green trunks. Round number 1 underway. Fast jab from Owens.
You can just see that boxing style right now for Owens. Stay on the outside, very fast. Gotta be careful leaving that hand down that low though.
Round with the jab, looking for the entry. Jab right back from Owens. Hard feint to the body.
Round is not going to want to turn this into a boxing match. He's going to get inside as much as possible, way heavy on his opponent, pull the head down, push him around.
There was the check left hook that landed from Round. Counter long jab from Owens. Owens staying on the outside, playing off of the one. Keeping that lead hand very low, Chris.
Owens doing exactly what he should be doing right now with that reach advantage, trying to utilize that long jab, make his opponent second guess everything. Doesn't want to step inside because he knows that jab or that two is coming.
Round looking for the entry, a hook to the body. Now to the inside comes David Round, landing big uppercuts. Counter on the uppercut with the right hand by Owens, then the separation. 45 seconds remaining, round 1. We thought this would be a really fun fight. It is exactly that, a really fun fight. 35 seconds remaining in the first round. Round off the jab.
And if I'm in Round's corner, I'm telling him push your opponent backwards, make him fight backing up. Do not let him come forward and dictate the pace, when and where the fight happens.
Right hand, overhand right from Round, just missed, but it backed off Nathan Owens. Owens resetting off the right hand, now the jab. 2-1 thrown by Owens. Final seconds of the first round. Both fighters have had their moments here in round number 1. Round can't land with that overhand right. That is the end of round 1.
And that jab is going to be a huge problem for David Round. He cannot stand right there in front of his opponent and let him dictate when the fight happens. He's got to be pushing his opponent backwards or moving and waiting for his opponent to come forward and then pushing off that back foot and getting inside.
Still to come tonight from Newcastle, the fight for the inaugural BKFC UK Cruiserweight title. That's in our co-main, and this is our main card opener, round number 1, Chris.
And right there, we didn't see much of it, but I would like to see Round try and get into that clinch a little bit more, do some dirty boxing, push his opponent around. But watch this, there's his keeping right here, those jabs and those 1-2s from Nathan Owens, very good. Establishing that range and keeping it.
Anthony Holmes versus Darren Hendry. And our title fight co-main and our main event at BKFC Heavyweight World Title Eliminator, Mick Terrell versus Steve Banks. Both fighters up to scratch, round number 2. We're in the light heavyweight division, Nathan Owens versus David Round. Counter on the inside, rear right uppercut, and that drops Nathan Owens. Ruled as a slip by referee Alan Jackson.
I thought that was a clean knockdown, but have to see the replay. I didn't really get as good of a view as he did.
No protestations from the Welshman David Round. Flick jab from Round. Jab right back from Owens. Owens continually keeping his lead hand low. He's doing that by design. Trying to show the speed and also trying to bait in David Round and then land that fast jab. There's a big left hook from Round. Round, more big uppercuts to the inside. Half tie plumb snatched by David Round.
You could tell Nathan Owens did not like what happened right there.
Separation from Alan Jackson, right back to it. 1 minute remaining, round 2. Overhand right lands from Round again to the inside. On the left hook, big shots. Clubbing left hook from Owens didn't fully land.
Looks like every time David Round's landing big punches, Nathan Owens isn't handling them very well. Oh,
naked
nice.
Right hand, that lands big. Round to the inside. More big shots from the pocket from David Round from the half tie plug.
And right there, Round should be really working the body. You can tell his opponent's hurt right there. He's covering up well, but the body's wide open.
Counter on the right hand, big shots. Sitting on the bottom ring rope is David Round, and now that's ruled a knockdown. Mandatory 8 given to Round by referee Alan Jackson. Final seconds now, round number 2. Round off the canvas to the jab, right hand, counter left. Huge right hand lands from Owens. That backs off David Round. More big shots, forward pressure from Owens. Round getting low. That is the end of second round. Funnel punch coming in late.
And David Round was in big trouble right there. Got that mouthpiece knocked out again. This is anybody's fight, though, Sean. You can tell every time David Round lands some good punches against Owens. Owens has hurt himself. It's whoever can get a streak of good punches together is probably going to win this fight. You can hurt the opponent, and then it's that one more punch you hit that lands that knocks him out. Let's see what happens right here. Here's David Round right there landing some good punches. And right there I was talking about when you have your opponent blocking the head, the body's wide open right there.
See Round, the right knee goes down. He also sits on the bottom ring rope. Ruled a clean knockdown from referee Alan Jackson. That was the final seconds of round number 2. To round number 3, and time called immediately. Round claiming that he just took the eye poke. Now the start of round 3. Both fighters having big moments in the second round, but again, it's Owens who recorded the knockdown. There's that long, fast jab from Owens. That's been a very impressive punch from Owens to this point in the fight.
And just Owens' speed with that jab right there, it's really giving Round some problems right now.
Jab to the body. You can see Round talking to Owens.
So here's where Round either starts pushing forward. Instead of backing up, just waiting to be on the receiving end of this. If he could push forward, land a couple hard shots, that's where he does his best work.
Again, David Round claiming some issue with his left eye. Quick reset right back to it. That was very sporting of Nathan Owens to allow that brief pause. 65 seconds remaining, round 3. Round trying to enter the pocket. David Round has done his best work on the inside and from that half-tie plum, landing those uppercuts. See the blood all over the shoulder and chest. Left shoulder and across the front of the chest of Nathan Owens.
Not sure where that blood's coming from, Sean. Is that his blood? Is that his opponent's?
Perhaps a mixture of both, Chris. Bit more muted here in round 3 after a frantic and ferocious round number 2 from both fighters. Left hand landed by Round. Round again talking to Owens.
Round's starting to look a little bit more tired right now. His punches are labored. He's not quite as crisp as he was early on.
Good jab lands from Owens. Jab to the body, not there.
I feel like this slowed down pace really helped out Owens. He's able to sit back, pick his shots a little bit easier, a little bit cleaner. It's not a dirty, grimy fight like David Round needs to make. He needs to push his opponent backwards, push him into the ropes, land big shots, grab that tie plum.
We are through 3 rounds.
The slower pace fight, I believe, really favors Owens. Yeah, Owens is able to utilize that reach and that length to stay on the outside until his opponent steps forward and lands the big punches like that. That's why I feel like David Round needs to continue to step forward and push forward. Both guys look like they're having a fun time the other night, Sean. That's the main thing, right?
They're talking to each other, but in a very friendly way. Again, we've already established what a genuinely nice person David Round is. Very sporting.
Even the trash talk is nicer over in England.
There's the left hand. Great line, Chris. Big right hand. Out goes the mouthpiece of Nathan Owens on the right hand.
And I think Round needs to jump all over his opponent right there instead of continue high five or talking.
Mouthpiece now in, left to the body. Counter on the left hand from Owens. Owens is now coming forward with 80 seconds remaining, round 4. Overhand left, not there from Round. Pulled it back mid-flight. Sharpshooter jab again from Owens. That's been a really impressive punch for him thus far.
And that's what I talked about. You can see Round's looking a little bit slower, a little bit more tired right now because those punches are more telegraphed. He's doing a lot right now trying to get some favor with the crowd or the judges by some antics right now, but he just needs to get in there and land some punches.
Round was having success entering the pocket into the clinch in rounds 1 and 2. That was largely absent. That's a look away, almost backhand punch from David Round there. Struggling to get to the inside into the clinch in round 3 and again here in round 4.
He really needs to push off that back foot. There he is, and get inside and then work while he's in there. He cannot let his opponent just walk away.
Snap jab again. Check left hook lands from Owens. That was slick. Round shakes his head no again. David Round talking to Nathan Owens. Jab off the level change. Very conventional hard jab from Owens on the counter. Straight right hand from Nathan Owens. This is exactly the range that Nathan Owens wants. Staying long, landing straight with power. We move to the 5th and final round.
In these last few rounds, Owens has not been getting greedy. He's just taking whatever's being given. He's staying on the outside, landing punches, but he's not getting in and trying to finish a fight where he can eat a punch himself by David Round. He's staying on the outside, being smart, landing little jabs, 1-2s every now and again, pot shots, but there was a good right hand.
That was when the mouthpiece was knocked out.
Good back and forth action by both these guys. If I'm in Round's corner right now, you have to think that knockdown is definitely on their mind right now. You're going to have to get that back. He's going to have to push forward right now. He's going to want to get a knockdown of his own.
There's a sign of the mutual respect between Nathan Owens and David Round. The hug is both men up to scratch. Now to the 5th and final round. Nathan Owens versus David Round. England versus Wales. BKFC UK, we're in the light heavyweight division. Check left hook from Owens on the round entry. One knockdown recorded in this fight. That was Owens dropping Round in round number 2. David Round to the body with the right hand.
A lot of talk still going on between these two guys.
Owens did go down in round number 2, but it was ruled as a slip by referee Alan Jackson. You see the playfulness now from Round, sticking out his chin, lowering his hands. I believe that's just trying to disrupt the rhythm of Nathan Owens.
Seems like not much is really disrupting the rhythm of Owens though right now. He's very confident out there, very relaxed.
Overhook to the head chancery position snatch. That draws the immediate separation from referee Alan Jackson. Left hook not through from Round. 45 seconds remaining in this light heavyweight fight. Round switching back to southpaw. Now right back to orthodox. Takes that jab in the switch. It's always a concern on the switch stances to get caught in the gap. Owens landing that jab in that gap. Round was just playing with his mouthpiece. We fight on. Right hand from Nathan Owens.
Rounds has got to get in and land a significant punch, I believe, if he wants to change the course of this round.
David Round not able to land that right hand. Back to the 1 goes Owens. There's the jab again. Staying long, staying straight with his punches is Nathan Owens. Round again, readjusting his mouthpiece. Final seconds of this fight. Round looking for one more entry. Overhand rights, counter on the left hand, big left hand, another left hand from Round. That is the end of the fight. Very entertaining from both men.
Good job done by both guys right there. I felt like Owens did a fantastic job keeping that range, utilizing that jab, making his opponent pay. Round, when he was able to get inside, did do good work.
Tonight's judges and referees have been assigned by the ISKA, who is regulating this event. And the 3 ringside ISKA judges having their scorecards tallied now. See the respectful visit to the opposite corners from both Owens and Round.
And Sean, regardless who wins this fight, I'd like to see both these guys fight for us again because they put on entertaining fights. That's kind of the main thing right now. When it comes to a sport like this, it's very difficult to win them all, but as long as you're entertaining people, I think that's what I want to see. But both these guys are very entertaining.
I think in bare knuckle and in MMA, David Round is incapable of a boring fight. That was a really fun fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a round of applause for these two warriors. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside scored this fight 50-44, 49-45, and 50-44. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Nathan, the Outlaw Owens!
And Sean, it was just that reach, the advantage, and his ability to use it, ring generalship. It was all these things encompassed is what let Owens get that victory. Look phenomenal out there.
Quality from Nathan Owens in his BKFC debut against a quality opponent in David Round. So to interpret the math, 5-0, 5-0, 4-1 from the 3 ISKA judges, and the 10-8 round across the board in round 2 when Owens dropped David Round. Very entertaining from Nathan Owens and David Round. Nathan Owens so strong from the outside with his jab and his straight punches all the way through to victory. The winner by way of unanimous decision, Nathan Owens defeats David Round.